In this lesson, we're going to cover adding a contributed module to our site. So right now we're on the modules page, and we only have modules listed here that came with Drupal out of the box. We've determined that we want to add a contributed module called Display Suite to our site. We've done a thorough review of the module by looking at the module project page on Drupal.org. Now that we've done this, there are a couple of ways that we can add it to our site. First, under the Manage tab, under Extend, we can use the big blue button here that says Install New Module. This enables us to install the module using the Drupal user interface. So we don't have to find our folder structure, and we don't need to know much about how Drupal stores its files in order to do this. In order to make use of this tool through the user interface, we need our site to be able to write to the modules directory in our core code directory. As long as this is doable, then we can make use of this. So it's looking for a URL. I'm going to head over to the Display Suite project page on Drupal.org and scroll down to the releases. Under the releases, there's a download link. If you right-click on the download link, then you can choose Copy Link Address. Different browsers use different wording in that contextual menu. In this case, this is Chrome, and the wording is Copy Link Address. Now I'll go back to my site, and I'm going to paste that URL into the Install from URL field. From there, I can click Install. And as long as my website has write permissions to my modules directory, this will install this module into my Drupal site. We're not actually going to use this approach because I want to use a different one for the purposes of this video. The second option that you have for installing a module on your site would be what's called Drush, D-R-U-S-H. Drush stands for Drupal Shell. This is a command line method of managing your Drupal site or doing your site build through the command line. Drush is a topic for a more advanced lesson than this particular course covers, but it is definitely worth your while to become familiar with Drush once you're more comfortable with Drupal. The third option, the one that we're going to do here, is you can download the module to your computer and then manually place it into your modules directory. So that's what we're going to do here. I'm going to head back to the modules page under Extend. Under Search, I'm going to type in Display so that you can see that we haven't actually placed the Display Suite module into our modules folder yet, and it's not available on the site. Now we'll go over to Drupal.org and we will download the release that we're interested in. Once the download has completed, it will be on our computer. So here's my downloads directory, and this right here, Display Suite, is the module that I'm looking for. And it's all zipped up, so the first thing I need to do is unzip it by double-clicking on it. Now I need to take this folder, which contains all of the module code within it. The entire folder is going to be dropped into the modules directory for my site. So you'll see here that I have my site, which is in the Drupal 8.0.0 beta 9 directory. And now I'm in the modules directory in this site folder. I'm going to drop the Display Suite folder right there, and you can see all of the module code is inside that folder. Now if we go back to the browser, go back to our site, and reload this modules page. Under Search, if I type in Display, now it gives me a list of all of the modules that are inside that Display Suite package. So we've just covered 3 ways that you can add a module to your Drupal site. For all 3, you will need write access to your modules directory. And remember that when you're adding a module to your site, you are adding code. That code will change the behavior of your site and may interact with other code in ways that are unexpected. Right now, Display Suite is not enabled. If I actually wanted to make use of it, I would need to check the checkbox right here and then save the configuration. I do want to point out I can't click on this checkbox right now, and that probably means that there are other modules that are required by this module in order for this module to work. And I can find that under the description. So it shows me here that the module layout plugin is missing. So before I can actually enable Display Suite, I would have to go back to Drupal.org and grab the layout plugin module and also add that module to my Drupal modules directory in order for it to be available on this site. But the key takeaways here are to always test when you add a new module to your site, and to remember that it's actually fairly easy to add a new module and therefore to extend the functionality of your Drupal site.